Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. I hope you guys are having a good day. And to those that are new, welcome to my platform. I'm the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle, and my name is Astraea, and I'm going to do a reading for you guys today. So make sure that you like the video as you come in. Okay. And that's really important. Make sure you're subscribed and that you tap that notification bell so you're notified of every time that I go live. Also, I pinned my PayPal link in the chat. If you have a personal question that you need answered, send me a $20 PayPal donation and then let me know that you've done that. And once I confirm that, I will be more than happy to answer your guys' personal questions. Every once in a while, I do bonuses and answer personal questions for free. But the last time that I did that, I had a bad experience because the person that was supposed to send me a super chat never did. And I was sick for like 3 days with their situation. It actually made me sick in my reality. So I'll let you guys know when I do those free days, but they're going to probably be less and less frequent because people consistently seem to not do right by me. So anyways, it puts my life, me fixing y'all's situations, it puts my life in danger. Like this last situation put my life in danger. And so I'm not going to be doing that for free. Okay. So I shouldn't be doing it at all, but I know God's got my back, but still I don't like my life being put in danger. So anyways, or my mental health being bothered or anything like that. Because again, nobody's perfect. Don't never claim to be perfect. But yeah. All right. So we're praying to the Most High God and the Holy Spirit to come be with us now. We're praying to also our archangels and I just started feeling really dizzy. I don't even like talking about that shit because I don't want to create that I experience anything, but I do. Like when I process y'all's demons and whatever's going on, I get sometimes scared of that shit. So, and the spirits will make me sick until I figure out what's going on. And sometimes that could take days. So anyways, so if you have a question that you really need answered or something you need looked at, it's worth it to just send a $20 payment and stuff like that. It's just definitely worth it rather than to let the situation go and get worse. You might as well. And I work with another psychic as well that has this we use our gifts basically the same type of way, only their gifts are a little bit different than mine. So it's always good to have another person you can check with, like other than yourself, to be like, okay, because like the other day I was doing a question and there was this mimic spirit and the shit scared me. And so I was like, it was telling me that, oh yeah, it's done. And I was like, something doesn't feel right about that. So I went ahead and I asked the other psychic and they're like, no, like the spirit has not left. And I'm like, okay, I thought that it was lying. Thought that shit was a liar. So anyways, yeah. So we're asking that our spiritual team please block out any evil and all negativity. And welcome in, Shama Maria. I love the emojis. They're so cute. The owl and the otter. I love that. So definitely some of my animal totems. We're just asking that they continue to keep us safe and protected and shielded from all negativity and all evil, and to block out all witchcraft and energy harvesting and evil eye and negative intentions or jinns or whatever is going on in the situation. We rebuke it in the name of Jesus, and we only allow positivity to enter into our space and into this reading. Okay. And then I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence, and I meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay, so let's see. We're going to start with the Panther Oracle and see what the energy is. On my other platform, I was talking about this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces that's going to be happening on Sunday. So a lot of people are going to be planning to do a lot of witchcraft for that. What are they going to be doing? Well, you should go to the link in my description box below to my other platform and watch the video that I just did on that, because I go through basically what you can do to manifest. You need to forgive these people that are going to attack you, and what they're going to do, how they're going to try to use the moon in Pisces to sacrifice y'all. And of course, they've tried to do this before, but we're having a full moon in Pisces with a lunar eclipse. People will use the energy of the lunar eclipse to eclipse things out of your life. That could be like health, wealth. They're just going to try to block every avenue. So by knowing that, there's a manifestation technique that I went through with that moon. And well, it's the Moonology deck, actually. And if you guys are into moon cycles, I would suggest that you get this deck. It's called Moonology by Yasmin Boland. It's got each moon phase in each of the signs. And so there's a card for all of them, and they have really good manifestation techniques. So just to let you know about that's going to be happening. So these witches and warlocks are going to be using the moon from possibly today until next Tuesday. They're going to be using the energy of that moon to try to bring endings and poverty and lack to other people. Instead of trying to like eclipse bad habits out of their life, like witchcraft is bad habit, they're going to be using it to try to eclipse things in your life. So just make sure that you guys are staying prayed up, that you're praying, you're blessing yourself, you're anointing yourself, you're taking a spiritual bath, you're doing everything in your power so that your vibration is at a high vibration, so that you don't have to experience even empathically feeling that energy is not fun. Okay, so we're going to cut the deck and see what we're working with. What do we have here? Aid. So I saw this at the bottom and I was like, I wonder what this is about. So somebody is going to be using the moon to try to block mercy, kindness, and people giving to you. They don't want the Most High to show up for you. They don't want other people to be kind to you. They want you completely blocked and without any help. And so they're going to be trying to stop your spirit guides, your ancestors. They're going to really piss off the divine. I mean, they're really going to piss off the divine. I'm hearing that this is about your profession. They don't want anybody giving to you at work. This is sad. Why not? Why not? First of all, they don't want you being aided in your profession because they feel like you are unworthy of support. Hesitation. They want you hesitating when it comes to doing what you do. You could read cards, but you don't have to. You could like literally just be somebody that is a clerk at a bank. This person wants you to hesitate on everything that you do. I'm going to put their card up here. They really need to hesitate when it comes to trying to mess with your divine life purpose and your profession. Everybody deserves to get paid for their work. Anybody that thinks that certain people don't deserve to get paid for their work is a piece of shit. That person's basically evil. Because how would they appreciate it if they did a bunch of work and wasn't allowed to get paid for it? These people always want unjust things to happen to people that don't deserve it. And that's ridiculous. Welcome in, Sharon. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me that people are like this. But I guess when they're desperate, that's desperation. So they are envying your divine life purpose, what God has given you as a job to do here. These people envy that. I'm also starting to feel kind of sick. So this person is very sick. They're mentally sick. They also are trying to block a marriage from coming into union. Okay. Somebody does not want you being committed. They don't want you having a sweet love life. They don't want you feeling complete. They don't want you being able to support yourself. This person doesn't want you getting married. I'm wondering if this is an ex, because why is it so focused on your job and you being able to support yourself, doing your divine life purpose, and then you having a love life? This seems like a very specific type of enemy. They're very, very stubborn. This could be an ex. I don't want to talk about an ex today. But yeah, this person's extremely stubborn, they're very selfish, they're very mulish, and they're very arrogant. And so they could be, they're just very judgmental, is what I'm picking up on. They feel like you don't deserve to have a marriage or happiness or a profession. Everybody that's alive deserves to be married if they want, to have kids if they want, to have a job if they want. Who the fuck is this person? Who the fuck do they think that they are? This person's not listening when the spirit's telling this person, when whatever spirit they work with, I don't care what it is, when that spirit is telling this person that they are wrong and that they're not going to get away with doing this to you. This person doesn't want to hear that. They feel like they should be able to abuse you, harass you, neglect you, and torture and torment you for the rest of your life. And it's a no. Absolutely not. This person's stupid. You're going to get some good news. The best news that you could get is that this person is either passed away or put in jail or put in a mental institution, or that society has done something with them. That would be the best news that you could receive. You may receive a message from Archangel Gabriel that this person is no longer able to affect or leech off of your energy, because that's what they were doing. They're trying to figure out if they should do this spell work or not coming up. No, they should not do it. But if they want to do it, they can fuck around and find out. They can fuck around and find out that God is real and that Archangel Michael will defend the collective if they want to. But I'm going to say that it's unnecessary. It's could completely be avoided. These people's demise could completely be avoided if they would let you live your life in peace. So I don't pity these people because they have been told. They just are sticking their fingers in their ear. They don't want to hear that shit. They're just very, very silly, like an infant or a child or a baby. I swear to God, if you post on social media, this person is seriously coming on and trying to curse your post every time you post. It's a no. Okay, I rebuke whatever oppression has been on this platform and my other platform. I report it to the Most High God, because these people are not coming up against you. The good news is that they're coming up against God. You work for God. So if they're trying to stop you from working, and they're trying to stop a divine partnership from coming in and you being with the person that you love, they're really blocking God. This is it has to do with you, but it doesn't, because truly they're trying to come up against God, which is very foolish. You're going to be relaxing when this person tries to send their attack. So if you start to feel anxiety, if you start to sweat, if you start to feel nausea, if you start to feel dizzy, that is this person. You need to get them out of your energy. Return them back their witchcraft. We rebuke their witchcraft in advance and in the moment of it, and after the moment of it. We return it to the sender and transmute the energy, whatever is left, into positivity and into protection from this person. Because you need to be protected from this person. They're not going to ever stop with this shit until they die. This person's that stubborn that they would even tell a family member or somebody else to continue to attack you after they pass away. It's a no. Once this person is dead, they will be forgotten. Ain't nobody going to remember this dumb piece of shit. And there's no reason to attack you. You're not attacking anybody else, and you're not doing anything other than doing what. And these people need to get it through their stupid brains. They're really backwards ass thinking. These people think in a weird way. They need to get it through their dumbass brains, their dumbass skulls, that you are doing this profession, whatever it is, your divine life purpose, because God has commanded you to do it. If you walked away from that and didn't do it, you would not have a success. You literally have to do it you have to cut people like this off for your highest and best good. You have to. That's not even an option. When God commands you to do something, you never want to find out why God has told you about somebody else, or why God has instructed you to do something. You just don't want to find out why God's done that. And so if you follow what the divine is leading you to do, then you will never have to find out why you needed to do what you did. You know what I'm saying? These people know what they've been doing, and they know what they've had intended. And you're dealing with somebody that lies. Okay. This person has been lying on you for years. They could say that you're a SEX worker. That is bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, but maybe because you dress a certain way, I don't know. I mean, I hope that this is not somebody trying to say some dumb shit like that around me. No. If I ever heard anybody be like, oh, yeah, they're a SEX worker, I would look at that person weird and be like, are they? Are they really? This person's been trying to get you caught up with the law in some type of way. It's ridiculous. They see you going on this adventure. You wear a sweats and sweater. What dicks? That's exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly, there's nothing about you that indicates that you guys are a SEX worker, and that's what you do. I like, this person's literally saying that you have, like, you could have a platform or a social media account. They see you being successful and they're like, oh, they're sleeping their way to the top. Who is there to sleep with to get to the top? Like, when it comes to like a social media, it's all done through the internet. Who, make it make sense? Who is going to sleep with who to get to the top? What the fuck are they talking about? No, it's been you and the Most High God that's carried you to where you're at now. It's not been anything else. It's not been sleeping with people. It's not been whatever the fuck this person is talking about. I don't care what they're talking about. They need to really wake up because they're about to be condemned to hell. And that's not a joke. That's like literally. Memory. This person wants to change the way that you see them and that you remember them so that you will accept them back, or, you know, accept at least this energy in. I feel like this person was exhausted you. They were exhausting. They're immature. They're a bully. They're an idiot. They're a liar. They're a cheater. They're somebody that was deceitful the entire time you were around them. They never had your best interests at heart. This person always wanted to oppress and suppress you, and they always wanted to beat you down and keep you from reaching your fullest potential. So I don't care what they say. They can say you're a SEX worker. They can say that you do all of this shit that you have nothing the fuck to do with. And trust me, if you were a SEX worker, this person would have gotten you caught up already. If you were doing something wrong, you would have been caught up already. Okay. You don't sell illegal substances. Whatever you're doing to make money, it's legit. And this person needs to back the fuck up, because if they want to keep a job, if they want to have money, if they want to have their own life and not be sacrificed, this person better get out of yours and stop with the bullshit. Stop with the lying. This is defamation of character. And if you ever get any news that this person has defamed you, take them to court and sue them. Even if they don't have money, they can make payments for the rest of their life. You don't even have income. They're weak sauce. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Literally. This person can be in debt to you for the rest of their life because of the things that they've said. They've tried to turn people, they've tried to make people hesitate to give to you so that you would not receive, not realizing that the Most High God is giving to you, so you will always receive. They just won't give up. They need to, because God's not playing about this. The archangels are not playing with this person. They're not playing. They said to stop. This person was told to stop. They did not. That's on them. They went to a whatever. They went to a reader, or you could be a reader. That could be part of your profession that's taking on this adventure. Literally, this person went to a reader, and this reader did not have any correct information to give them. Thank God for that, because this person would try to mess up anything that you have going on just because you're doing it without them. This person was never a part of your success. They were never a part of supporting you. All they ever did was try to drag you down and belittle you. Who the hell do they think that they are to come over here and bully you for your destiny? Make it make sense. This person is delusional and pathetic, and I truly pity them and their little dick. Like, straight up, this is somebody that has a little wiener. They're cursed. This person has tried to curse your destiny, your fate, your profession so many times. Like, literally, I'm getting over 25 times this person has done this same stupid ritual. And like, after the first time of doing it and it failing, wouldn't you be like, maybe I shouldn't do that again? No, this person's like, oh, I just gotta just tweak the ritual a little. No, it doesn't matter how you do the ritual. This person, doesn't matter how they do this hate, catastrophe, misfortune ritual. It's always going to be them, because your destiny is you going on a good adventure. Their destiny is shit. Their destiny is cursed because they tried to curse yours. And I pray that every divine being intervenes on this a-hole. They're very committed to trying to curse you. It's never, there are some people in this world you just cannot curse. There are some people in this world you just cannot hex. People need to come to that understanding that if you're in your divine life purpose, which you are, you know, welcome in, Amar. I just started smelling pancakes. If you're in your divine life purpose, which you are, you're not, you cannot be touched. When you guys are in alignment, you cannot be touched. Like, so there are some people you just cannot mess with. There are some people's destiny you just cannot steal. And this person is a very weak-minded, weak-spirited, weak-souled loser. And they can stab this voodoo doll as many times as they want. It's going to be their soul that's put on the inside of it. It's never even going to touch you. I don't care if they have DNA of yours. They could have freaking literally you right there, and this shit would not work. For the first time since 1 month, you lost your cool and became angry. You know what? That's okay. That's okay, sweetie. You're going to be fine. To be honest, it's normal to get angry. So don't be hard on yourself. Just know that you are working towards peace. See, this person wanted to be a part of your family, or they don't want you having a family. Who is this person? Like, who are they to say that you cannot have a family, but they have a whole karmic slore and their karmic slore's children? Like, they have a whole family themselves, but they want to say that you can't have one? No, this person needs to go away forever. Look at this. You're over here using your imagination, connecting with your family, creating a destiny that's worth living. This person's over here making spiritual libations, trying to offer stupid shit like fried chicken and cigarettes to your ancestors. First of all, people better not motherfucking try to give my ancestors some alcohol or some unhealthy shit. How dare they try to give anything toxic to my ancestors? This person ought to be slapped the fuck out right now just for that. You're over here ready, though, because you're triumphing. You're winning. You're over here ready and you're winning. My ancestors, the Orishas, they don't want that toxic bullshit. Why don't you give them a flower or a piece of fruit? Why are they giving them like fried chicken, cigarettes, and liquor? They better not be trying to get my ancestors to engage in toxic, alcoholic, whatever behavior, debauchery. They better stay away from my ancestors. Will take these people's heads off, and so will yours. Archangel Michael doesn't play. You're over here merit making, and this person's overloaded because you're doing good things to help other people. That's why you'll always be taking care of you guys, no matter what. Just know and believe that, and know that this person is an idiot for doing this. They overindulge, like I said, in alcohol. They feel like they're going to raise up one of your deceased loved ones, awakening the ancestors, which is something that nobody should do. Okay, I'm just going to recommend letting them rest in peace. Okay, not pulling them up from their sleep, from their divine slumber. I'm going to recommend definitely not ever doing that shit, because you don't know, people don't even know their ancestors like that. Like, I have no way of finding out my ancestors truly, other than using my abilities, because my birth mother was also adopted. So, and she's dead. So so really I have no way of finding out. But the thing is that this person's trying to use somebody's ancestor that has passed over against them. And why would anybody think that somebody's ancestor is going to turn on them for this person that's not even in the family? Like, that doesn't even make no sense. Makes no sense to me why this person would do this. other than envious and jealous. What did I say about illness? This person is literally sick because they're always drinking too much. I just heard they're always puking because they're always drinking too much. They're drinking too much and they're watching you online or on social media all the time. I wish that this person would just pass away or move on or find God, any of those. Anything that would just permanently bring an end to this dumb shit. Because they're trying to curse you, they're curse your ancestors and make y'all sick. Absolutely not. When you're over here serving the divine, absolutely not. There's not a spirit on this planet that would want to be down with this shit. The demons don't even want to be a part of this anymore. You know what I mean? So Cosmic Life, read what I've written in the chat. If you send me a $20 PayPal payment with your question, I will pause the collective reading and answer it. Okay. Look at this. This person's majorly stressed out. They're stressed out over your merit making. That's truly what they're stressed out about. You continuing to do good and do right by people is causing this person to have anxiety attack after anxiety attack, because they know that what they sent out will be returned back to them. And of course, they can control how they send it out, but they don't control how they get it back. Oh, and I pinned the PayPal link in the chat. Y'all will continue to persevere over any hurdle that this person makes you jump over is going to make you a stronger person, just like it would if you were actually jumping hurdles in real life. So they better, like, you have such a better stamina than this person. This person's also suffering from some type of impotency, and they keep trying to throw that energy on you. They're also doing something to bind your feet. They don't want you moving forward. It's a fuck no. This has been reversed. We rebuke it. We report it to God. You have a reservation in heaven with the divine, and nobody can cancel that reservation. I'm hearing that, like, literally you may donate to charity, or you may feed the homeless, or you may help rescue pets. You're doing something to help save people and help other people that can't stick up for themselves. And so why would God allow anybody to come in and remove you from doing what God wants you to do, which is help yourself and help other people? It just doesn't make any sense. This person was coached. They were coached. This is the pathetic part of this. They were coached on how to curse you and all of this shit, and all of their incantations and mantras and yantras and dumb bullshit is backfiring. Okay. All of it is backfiring. These people are not going to be able to get one over on you. I feel like their true intention is to steal. They want to steal a gift, an ability, good luck, good energy. And they want to, this is like I'll give the analogy of the neighbor I used to have, a demonic entity of a neighbor. Anyways, what that person would do was, when I was sleeping, they would steal my energy and they would fill my energetic field up with venom or poison in some type of way. And they were literally using me as a dialysis machine to keep them alive. And my mental health and my physical health deteriorated to the point where, when I had that neighbor friend in my life was at risk. I was always in and out of the hospital. I was always sick. I was literally doing real bad in life. I had to stop working at the Crystal Ray for a time, and all that. I wasn't able to help other people because I had this stupid bitch next door continually stealing my energy and continually causing problems for me, attacking me while I was at work. And just basically anytime that bitch was awake, which was most of the time because she was a vampire, she was attacking me and literally poisoning me. There's some shit that is just so unforgivable. And like, what that person put me through was beyond what I would think hell would be like. I think that was probably living on those Indian burial grounds, being next to the Ars Goetia demon Amy, living in next to that. That was probably the worst shit ever. And the most fucked up part is that person was making me sick and doing this shit to me, and I did not even notice. I would still go around them and think that they were my best friend. And it took somebody pointing out the fact that every time that not only that I was being used, but every time I would go over there, I would come back sick as fuck, for me to realize, like, oh my God, something's actually going on. And I was always wondering why my spirit guides were like, I'm going to kill this person. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, that's a little aggressive. I didn't know why my spirit guides were saying shit like that. And now I do know why, because that person was trying to take my life. They were trying to trade my health for theirs. And they have a disease that is, what is it? Terminal? What is it called? It's when you are going to for sure die from it. They literally have a disease that they should have died probably 30 years ago, but they've been energy harvesting off of people and stealing their destiny and all of this dumb shit for a long time, and it's kept them alive. And by me moving away from that situation and that person, I basically saved my own life, and I've been able to recover somewhat. But that person was literally killing me, like literally killing me. So that's why I will use my personal experiences to tell you guys that you need to be aware of who you're allowing in your energy, and make sure that you're aware of when you're around people, how you feel. If we're to go to shit, that'd be an indicator that that person is not for you, because that should not be happening. Introvert. This person feels like because you're introverted that that's a weakness. I feel like that's a strength. And if people could be trusted, I mean, it wasn't just her that was stealing my energy. There was other people too, but like literally, it was an unequally yoked relationship where I was always helping and they were never helping. They were only taking and hurting. That's all they ever did was take, and all I ever did was give. So it was a narcissist psychic vampire relationship. But yeah, just make sure that you guys are not in those situations. If you've got somebody living around you that's always sending evil eye to you, that's always stalking you and watching you and obsessed, just make sure that you're cleansing your energy and doing whatever you need to do to get out of that situation. Because with the moment that I stopped letting that stupid person steal my energy and I started fighting for myself, is the moment they started to just call the police and shit on me. For no reason. I wouldn't even be home. They'd still call the police and put in a report that I was there acting a fool. So again, trust me, if you're dealing with a psychic vampire, which I pick up that energy with this robbery theft, and you were to pull your energy back, cut them off and say no. Sorry about that. So yeah, that person was trying to cut me off from spirit and disconnect me from the spiritual realm so that I wouldn't be aware that they were stealing the essence of my soul, basically. Make sure you guys like the video as you come in. So I had to battle for my life. Literally, I had to fight for my life every day and night. And I was being gang stalked and all this shit. And I thought that I had to fight by myself because I didn't know about Psalm 91 then. I didn't know about spiritual warfare. So it kind of taught me about that. That's what you can take out of these situations, is learning spiritual warfare and how to combat these types of people. And like literally this person, I'm not going to go into everything that they did, but I will tell you that I had a dream of this person doing witchcraft on me outside my house. I woke up from that nightmare, went outside of my house, like literally in my part of the yard on me, because I wouldn't give them my energy anymore. So yeah, they will become very petty and they will try to take your energy if you know to them. So just be aware of that. They'll act out and do all sorts of weird, crazy shit. She was like gang stalking me with this other witch And when I went out of town, she let this other witch into my house. My cats ran away, which would never happen. When I came back in town after going through a major trauma, those people were trying to get into my house and shit. So trust me, this robbery thing, if they can't steal right behind your back, they'll try to do it to your face. And I'm not really sharing my personal trauma to make anybody feel bad, but I'm just want you guys to know that when you're dealing with people like this, you have to really rely on God. You really have to rely on God, because sometimes the situation will just get too big that it's out of hand. When people continue to do this witchcraft and they just do too much of it, it's too much, you know. This person's furious. I bet they are pissed off that I'm telling the truth about them. I don't bitch. Okay, sorry about that. So they just want to disrupt the connection so that you guys can't hear how to save yourself from people like this. Because these are the type of people that want to hack you and harass you and all sorts of shit. This person is furious that the truth is coming out about them. Again, and they're a demonic entity as far as I'm concerned. It's a live and learn experience, though, how to combat spiritual warfare. You're learning that. This person could have never expected that what they would do to you would make you stronger. But it is. You're over here gaining the fruits from your labor. You're working hard and you're actually making shit move. You're moving forward. This person's very upset and furious that you get to still have a life. No. I report this person to the Most High God. Most High. Also, this person wants you to have a wipeout online so you can look unstable, so that then they can send the mental institution to come after you. It's a no. Yeah, your origin is God. They can't disconnect you from God. They can't. Not even if they took their life could they disconnect you from God. That's impossible. What they're asking a spiritual practitioner to do is not even possible. So what is going on with this person? What are the traits that we need to know about them to avoid them, to keep ourselves safe from these people? Okay, this person knows that you're beloved by God. They know that you're favored. And they're pissed that they're not favored. Why would God favor a psychic vampire that destroys his creation? Why would God favor anybody? Like, make it make sense. These people need to look in the mirror and ask themselves, why would God favor somebody like me? Somebody that does witchcraft on other people and tries to put them under spells, tries to steal their fucking energy and tries to live off of them, tries to want to be, why would God ever approve of that? This person wants some evidence that you're insane so that they can steal an inheritance from you. They're like looking for evidence. It's like more evidence that this person's a psychic vampire and a demon than there's evidence that you've done anything. Like, literally. You didn't do anything to this person other than protect your own life. And if you having to protect your life wipes this person out, then they shouldn't have been trying to take your life. You know what I'm saying? These dumbass neighbors, I don't know who these people are to you. They could be neighbors or they could literally just be enemies of yours, old friends you used to have. They're dumb. What they thought that they were going to get away with this oppression and violence and sadism and vampirism forever. Did this person just think that this shit was going to go on forever, or what? Again, they were coached on how to get people locked up and set up. They're coached on how to steal from people. And they're furious that they're living in a fucking nightmare. Their life is completely bad. They're literally suffering darkness and being persecuted now because God has literally looked at this situation and said, enough is enough. Stop it. God has said for these, this person doesn't want to see you with a family. They don't want to see you having a happy family, and they don't want you cared for by your family. This person has been trying to cause they've been trying to cause reality to become really, really dark with you and your family so that you can't either go visit them. They can't come see you. This person wants you cut you, then they're, I ask that God intervene. So I ask that God intervene for you guys because they keep trying to mess with your connection to God. That's a big no-no. That's probably the stupidest thing. Wow. All spiritual warfare, we return back to the sender. And we reverse the energy of that curse. Whoever's trying to hack the live stream, we rebuke you in the name of Jesus. We ask that God and the archangels and the jinn intervene on you. And we ask that Allah look at your ass as well. In fact, every God under the sun, every God, we ask to look at you. Stop fucking hacking the live stream and stop it with your immature ass behavior. I'm so fucking sick. So I can get this message out. Sorry, y'all. Pathetic motherfuckers. And I don't give up on Archangel Michael either. And I have faith in the divine to keep this message going for as long as it needs to go. Look, somebody's trying to do a ritual right fucking now on your gifts. Like, swear to God, they're overloaded right now because they're getting the backbite of Archangel Michael. This person, there's somebody that goes in and manually takes me out of the algorithm. That's why I won't do these dumb things to try to fix my channel. All I'm going to do is let God work for me and through me. And these people are going to have to answer for their heinous acts. Sweet dreams. And then after they're done answering for that, I'm going to sue the life out of them legally. Somebody doesn't want you having this sweet dream. They don't want you getting downloads with your gift in the dream state. So they're trying to send you nightmares. They're trying to send your children nightmares. It's a no. We ask for a divine intervention on this YouTube shit and this internet and the live streams and the disconnect and all of it. Whoever is doing that, we ask for a divine intervention. Whoever is collaborating with these people to work against the chosen, we ask for a divine intervention. However that needs to happen, whatever type of way, okay? Because these people want to gang up on you and gang stalk you and get in groups of people to harass you on the internet. And no, if even like, don't allow these people to push you to want to self-harm, you guys, or self-delete. If you feel that way, you need to return that intention and that energy and that thought back to this collaboration of shitheads. Okay. I'm not joking. Do not accept those thoughts as your own. If you have any, and please, if you are struggling with your mental health, it's okay to not be okay as long as we are getting help and as long as we're not trying to do everything completely by ourselves. Okay. And I know from personal experience, I've had to recover from somebody that was literally using witchcraft to take my motherfucking life. Okay. So I know what it's like to have to go seek help and get out of a situation and heal. But I promise you, if you do not give up on yourself and do not ever accept thoughts and beliefs and energies that do not belong to you, rebuke them and return them to the sender. Do not ever accept that, okay? Because you guys do not deserve to suffer. And it's these people, the way that they feel about themselves, they need to stop projecting it onto you, okay? The way that they feel is the way that they feel. They need to stop projecting the shit. Just stop. This collaboration is fucking over, okay? This people working against you in groups, this shit is over. It's done. They can't find out where you live. Thank God for that. This person needs to be focused on how they're going to make it up to God for hurting and harming my collective, for bullying. Don't allow people to bully you. Stand up for yourself. Video record them back. Stalk they ass back. Whatever you need to do to get this person out of your energy, do it. If it's a prayer, if it's a return to sender, if it's burning a candle, whatever is within your power that you feel confident with, do that. Don't allow these people to come walk all over you. They were told to stop bullying you. These people were told many times, I don't have no mercy, no grace for these people, none of it, because they were told many times to stop with the bullshit. They decided not to. That's on them. Okay. It has nothing to do with you. This has to do with the way that they feel about God. Not even has to do with you, literally. They were told to stop trying to send this supernatural disturbance and attachment to you. And now this person is stuck with the witchcraft, with a deity, and with whoever else they collaborated with. They're stuck with that energy. You're going to be over here having sweet dreams. These people are going to be suffering. That's just the way that it goes. The good does not need to suffer with the bad. These people are the type of people that would cause the good to suffer with the bad. No, these people can burn in hell. They can go to hell. You can go to heaven. Exact opposite. Yeah, you have a vow with the Most High God, and the Most High God is honoring that vow. That's just for you to love yourself and do your purpose, you know? These people love doing witchcraft, but they don't love God. They don't know shit about God. That's why these people are never going to see it coming. I could even verbally warn them that this shit is coming back to them, and they would still not see this shit coming because they don't have no abilities. They're broke. They're spiritually broke, and they're in poverty emotionally. You're over here saving money. Somebody wants to dip into your savings. This person is trying to cause something to happen with you so you would have a meltdown online. So what? These people act like it's not okay to ever be angry. They're acting like they don't ever get upset. These people are acting like they're fucking perfect, and they're not perfect. They're so far from perfect. These people are actually really fucked up, and they'll never heal. They'll never go within and heal. They'll never work on themselves. These people will never be willing to do what's necessary to actually move forward. That's why they're always going to be stuck in the past. And they want to freeze your life and freeze your connection and put you in the freezer and all this dumb shit. And what they're really trying to do is gain access to your energy and to your savings so that they can trick you out of your spot, trick you out of your savings, sue you, or steal something from you. Like literally. It's a no. The universe has told these people to stop, and they have not stopped. So what's going to happen to them is going to be tragic, but it's not going to affect you. Justice. What did I say? These people were told to stop. These people are literally trying to go into the justice system to gain access to what you have saved up. It's a no. You never did anything to this person other than stand up for yourself and stand up for your family. And you had to do what you had to do. You had to do what you needed to do that was necessary at that time to stay alive. I don't care what this person's on. Well, I don't care what drug they're on. I don't care what spirit they're possessed by. I don't care. I'm calling judgment on it. You're the blessing. You've always been the blessing. Your parents maybe told you that you were a blessing. Or maybe they didn't tell you. They should have told you that you were the blessing. This other person is very frustrating. And like I was just saying, this person acts like you are acting so out of, they want you to act out of character. They are acting like you're acting so bad. They're pretending that you're causing some type of disturbance that you're not even a part of. And it's them. Everybody's going to be looking at these people like they're bullies and like they're insane. Anybody pushing up this false prophet bullshit and whatever this person is talking about is an idiot. And they deserve to be dealt with however God's going to deal with them. But never take vengeance into your own hands. Trust me, this person's stupid witchcraft and evil ways will wipe them out. It's not going to do anything to you. You may feel a little sick for a little while, but trust me, you're not actually getting a disease or an illness. Fuck these people. No, absolutely not. The demonic entity behind every type of pharmakeia, every type of witchcraft is returned back to this person. We don't accept that energy. We're too blessed to be stressed. This person will experience a death. This supernatural disturbance will take their life. Okay? Supernatural death. It will take their life. That's just the cause and effect of if you do death magic, you're going to pass away. No shit. Like that's common fucking sense, yo. If you send out the energy of death to another person, place or thing, the universe is going to take that energy and send it the fuck back. So literally these people are doing this to themselves. You're continue to love yourself, collective. You guys are worthy of it. You're worthy of self-love. As long as you love yourself, these people are always going to lose. And I don't care if they lose their life. They tried to take your life from you. They tried to take your light from you, your life from you. And I don't respect that shit. I don't respect people that try to murder other people by draining their energy and their life force. I don't respect that shit by sending the evil eye. I don't respect that. I don't even acknowledge it. In fact, I turn the other cheek, turn around, walk away, and never look back at these idiots. These people are going to stay in the past and they're going to rot for what they've done. Literally, they're in withdrawal right now off of your energy. They're not getting boosted up off of your energy anymore. So they're overloaded with trying to find new ways to steal y'all's energy because they're not, you know, They're doing so much witchcraft for you to have an episode of some type on camera. I don't care even if you've gotten upset or had an episode. It's okay. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to feel a certain type of way. These people feel the way that they feel, and it's not even warranted. So it's okay for you to be upset, but don't allow that energy or that feeling to override your self-love. Okay? Don't deny yourself, but don't participate in the hatred and the anger, because by you holding a grudge to somebody else, you're basically holding on to a cord that attaches to them. And so that's why forgiveness is key. And it's not to forgive this idiot. This person's not worthy of anything. They're not worthy of mercy or kindness. That's why they're going to pass away. Literally, when I say they're not worthy of any mercy or kindness, God has let these people get away with way too much. If I was in God's position, which I'm not, but if I was, I would have wiped these people off the face of the earth, probably the second spell that they did out of the 2,000 that they've done. Probably on number 2, I would have wiped them out. I would have let their own witchcraft wipe them out. But God has spared these people time and time again. And now it's not time for them to be spared. It's time for belt to be put to ass on these people for what they've been doing, because they won't stop. I mean, these people are receiving messages from spirit guides, psychics, fortune tellers, and the divine in every type of way that's possible to stop. And they're taking it as, oh, I can do whatever I want. I can keep going. Okay. Yes, you can do whatever you want. You're right. These people can do whatever they want. They can keep going, but them creating those actions is going to cause their own death. They're going to pass away for that shit. So yes, they can take their own life that way if they want to. They have every right with their free will to kill themselves if they want to. We're not going to stop anybody from doing that. Again, if you ever feel suicidal, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not your energy. You can always dial 988. Don't ever give in to the thought that feeling of something that's so unnatural like that is actually yours. That's why we rebuke these people. Yeah, they are trying to bring an ending to your real estate so that you don't have a home. Trust me, you loving yourself, you're blessed. God is always going to make sure that you have a place to live. God will always ensure that you have a place to live. Okay. Even if you've been homeless before, I don't care. That was of the past. That was a Job season. You're trusting in God to provide for you. And if this is a neighbor that you need to move away from, then moving would be the best thing that you could do. Because trust me, me moving away and saying, fine, I'm not going to fight for the situation. I'm just going to move on. I moved and things started to they've gotten better, like straight up. Sometimes you just need to get out of that city, out of that state, out of that place where these evil, I mean, sometimes demons and psychic vampires, they just set up a community. You know what I'm saying? And they're stuck in their pride and their ego. These people will never do right. They're never going to do the right thing. So what is the best way, other than not getting mad when these people bully and harass? What is the best way to combat this? Or do they even need to combat it? I guess prayer. See, somebody is trying to take full possession of your body and puppet you like you're a marionette. They want full possession of your body, the way it moves, and all sorts of shit like that. No. It's this person's ignorant ass pride that keeps them doing things like this. This person will fall into the trap that they made for you. They tried to trap you with slander and lies and gossip, thinking that people would just believe and take their word for it. Why would anybody take the word of a fucking witch or a warlock over a chosen one? Make it make sense. People can look at you and tell that y'all are chosen. So I don't care what anybody says. People are going to just look, like, they don't even have to look with their physical eyes. They can just sense that shit. You have eternal love waiting for you. And you will always be given a home, whether you're on this planet Earth or anywhere else. You will always have a home and eternal love. These people are going to be bribing people's landlords and trying to bribe other people to noise intimidate you, all that shit. If you have that gang stalking, noise intimidation, psyop crap going on, move away from these people and see if that helps, because you're definitely dealing with somebody that's wearing a mask that wants to sue you or get you caught up in some type of legal procedure. They're trying to bring attention to you like you're a problem. No, these people that are demonic ass vampires and soulless pieces of SHIT, those are the people that should be put in jail and in court and whatever. These people straight up need an exorcism that I can't even perform for that. Like, these people have fucked their life up to the point where it's foobarred. It's beyond all repair. You can't fix it. Like, you couldn't fix this person even if you wanted to. They're completely blind to the truth. This person does not see what's coming for them. They don't see the loss that they're about to experience. They don't see the strategy that God has. They literally do not see the conflict that is coming their way. They do not see that you have an alliance with the Most High God, so you will not be touched. They also don't see that you're over here being calm while they're the one that's freaking out. They want you to act out of character and get so mad and react. It's only so that they can extract life force energy from you. That's all these people want. Okay? That's all these people want, literally, is your life force energy. That's it. And they're going to try to make you super upset so that you act angry or act out of character, so that then they can have a reason to drain you. And it's a no. Or they want you to also masturbate so that they can drain your energy. Just sustain from doing that. This person literally acts like they were your friend. They were a friend. They were never a friend team connection and network. This person uses a lot of friends to try to cause conflict in your life. And these friends are just as dumb as this person. Allow their friends to also not see what's coming for them. They wanted to make this big collaboration against you. Oh, well, they're not going to see what's coming. They're afraid now. These people and their friends that ganged up on you, that gang stalked you, harassed you, they are afraid now. And they're in depression and they're paranoid. And they should be. They should be very afraid. Not so much of you, but they should be afraid of God, because it's God that's going to bring these people's ass whooping right to their door. You're A-okay. Nothing these people have done have actually done anything to you. Again, this is all based upon them trying to get you to self-sabotage. They want you homeless. They're afraid of being homeless. Well, looks like they're going to draw that into their reality. They're going to be needing people to donate and give them aid. And then guess what's going to happen? No one will ever do it, because anybody that ever gives to these people will be cursed by the Most High. This is why you got to be careful who you help and who you don't help. You know what I mean? Helping the wrong person could be literally getting you cursed. So just be aware of that. Natural disaster. This person's about to experience a natural disaster in where they live, right around them. You're coming into luck and they're coming into a natural disaster. They're coming into confinement. They're going to be confined. Either way, these people have abused their free will to the point of no return. The things that these people have done and tried to do to you, you just can't come back from that. There is no coming back from that. Somebody wants to come in and be a third wheel. They're confined to being this side hoe person. They also have a schedule of how they're going to come in and make you homeless and then put you in jail. No, they're not. They're not putting you in a mental institution. They're not getting you locked up. They're not getting you set up. This person is going to have to cry by themselves because they're a loser. They're definitely lonely. And I don't care if this person comes to apologize to you, don't you dare ever let them back in your life. In fact, I wouldn't even accept an apology from this person. How could somebody apologize for trying to literally take your life from you? That's not a joke. This person has tried to take your life, your home, your stability, your finances. They've tried to take everything. How can they come back and apologize? There is no apology for that. For them throwing their problems on you and trying to poison you and mess with your energy. There's no coming back from that. They can apologize, but all you're going to forgive is yourself for knowing this loser. Other than that, there is no forgiveness for that. They can go ask God for it. And actually, this person has a fake apology anyways. They're not going to repent for what they've done. They're going to stay homeless forever and lonely and confined and in and out of jail and unstable and on substances and probably being an SEX worker themselves, since they want to talk about that so much. Literally. This person thinks that you're so kind that you're just going to allow them to come in and steal everything that you have and fuck you over. Like, this person's so stupid. Everybody can be nice and everybody can be mean. Do not compromise with this villain. This person has made themselves a villain in your life purposely. They're always daydreaming about how you're going to compromise your freedom, your safety, your life to stick your neck out for this bitch. No. Okay. I condemn them to death and to hell after that. They need to really go. They need to get out of the energy and never show up again. Like, this person had a goal and you had a goal, but guess what? You're actually reaching your goals. You guys are actually reaching your goals. This person has no purpose in life. They're purposeless. They just had a bright idea of how they were going to take from you, how they were going to steal away this promise, this divine love union, how they were going to steal something that, God is responsible for you. God is assuring you a good life. This person was going to come in and they literally were going to siphon and steal everything from you. And that's not fair. Absolutely not. They're not going to be touching your fate. I don't care who they are. They can't walk in your shoes. No one gives them consent. We don't give them consent to be in the energy. We uninvite them. We rebuke them, and we report them to the Most High God in their behavior and to the Holy Spirit. And we ask that the Holy Spirit and the Most High God and the archangels intervene on this person and never give them a foothold in our life, never give them any type of aid. Everything they want for us, we ask that it be done to them so that they can learn what it's like to have to go through all of these trials and tribulations. And let's see if this person survives it. You survived what they put you through. Let's see if this person survives what God puts them through. Let's just see. Because I doubt it. They're most likely going to die and go immediately to hell. They don't even need to go to Mount Purgatorio. This person's going to go straight to Hell. It's very foolish to try to mess with God's connection and try to mess with God's people and try to mess with God's platform. That's very stupid. So I don't feel pity for this person. And I condemn them to the pits of hell for what they've been doing. And anybody associated with them that's been doing it with them, and anybody that knows about it that didn't tell the police or that didn't tell the authorities what they were doing, I condemn them all to hell as well. And I ask that the Most High God judge these people. Jesus. And the situation. Let's see how long it's going to take for this person to move on from your energy and realize that you are not the one. You are not the one to steal from. Because you can always, anything that people ask, you can always pull your energy back. So if you send me a $20 payment through PayPal, which is pinned at the top with your question, I'll check to make sure that that payment went through, and then I will answer your question. But I'm not doing personal questions for free today. And I don't know. The last time that I did that, somebody said that they were going to send me a PayPal and they didn't. And I was sick for 3 days. So I don't feel like going through that again, especially not without getting paid. So, yeah, I kind of am giving up on people, not everybody, but I'm giving up on just accepting people's word as truth. Libra time, September 23rd through October 22nd. Weigh all options first, balance, harmony, and choices. So you're going to be using and working with the energy of Libra in your chart. I feel like that's coming through. And at any rate, attacking people that have Libra in their chart is a stupid thing to do. Y'all know that Cardi B went to court. I kind of talked about it. I don't know if it was this platform or my other one. I talked about it yesterday, but she is a Libra. Like, she's always going to win that court case. 9 times out of 10, she's going to win. So, like, literally, just don't mess with people that are like, have justice in their birth chart. Like, seriously. Of course, how would these people know? I'm not for sure how witches get a hold of that type of information. I really don't know. But I'm sure that they use some form of divination to do it. Aquarius time. So you may want to look at the Aquarius in your chart as well. There may be somebody that is a Capricorn Aquarius or just an Aquarius. And the Libra I'm getting specifically is in your chart. So the person that's doing this could be an Aquarius. Or they could have Aquarius highly aspect in their chart. And I would not be accepting any communication from these people. If you find out who they are, if God shows you, which God is going to show you very soon, who they are, don't accept any communication from them. Whatever this communication is they want to make is a trap. They're trying to trap y'all. And they're trying to doctor up something so it looks like you're committing crimes that you're not. Again, this person doesn't have permission to surveillance you. It says things are happening fast, so be ready to move. Speed, agility, and quickness. Like I said, if this is a neighbor and you need to move, God will make a way for you. You just need to be like, God, Tell me what I need to do. What do I need to do to get this person to go away and to leave me alone? And God will show you what you need to do. Whether it comes through an angel number, a dream. Look at it. It's happening this September. Very soon is this September. We're already in September. There's still that one person that hasn't liked the video, which I'm really believing is a hater at this point. Like, I'm okay if the amount of people watching is the amount of people that liked it. But when I've got more people watching and 5 likes, I feel like that's a hater. That other person is a hater. So anyways, I rebuke all haters and their hatred and their witchcraft. And I'm not going to be flipping out online like these people want. I mean, I could completely go AWOL on these people, but they don't want that. They don't want to get that psychic warfare the fuck back. These people do not want me to get angry. Even though they're trying to provoke anger, they don't really want me to get angry, because then they're going to have to answer to God right fucking now why they're being a bitch, basically. Yes, good. You said you rebuke all haters the time as you, and that's the exact same time I said it too. Yeah, we rebuke all haters. You're getting your wishes fulfilled, you guys, this September, very soon. Your wish of having this Aquarius taken out of your energy and extracted and removed from your life it's getting fulfilled. It says being spontaneous and taking risks pay off, serendipity, destiny, and fate. So yeah, you're going to reach your goal no matter what. I feel like these people are going to have to answer for what they were doing. I mean, they don't think that they're going to have to answer, but trust me, the jinns that they wished upon, those jinn have to answer for what they've been doing. These spirits, whatever they are, no matter how supernatural cryptid they are, they have to answer for what they've been doing and why they've been doing it. And if they don't have no reason, again, this is like this Aquarius is losing their ancestral protection. And it's because you have Libra in your chart. They're going to be coming in and wanting to borrow something or ask you for something in January. I keep getting that message. It says, ditch old habits, recharge and focus on self-care, fresh start, and goal setting. This person has a plan to come in the middle of winter and to fuck things up. Yes, we wish for accelerated good luck, health, and wealth. Amen to that. Amen to that. This person also feels like January will be the best time for them to come in and cause some type of strife. But you getting your wishes fulfilled means that when they go to do this in January, they're going to have a big failure. See, you are reaping your rewards and your harvest in August. And that's why you're going to be safe through all of winter, because your harvest energy, came in August. So you accepted your divine path. This person is not on a divine path. They've tried to walk your path and they can't do it. Their feet are too big for your shoes. So it's definitely, oh, I'm so sorry you're back in the hospital again. I pray that you get out of the hospital and you get better. But I'm glad that you are getting help, okay? Cancer time, June 22nd to July 22nd. Nurture your interests, sensitive cycle security. This Aquarius is working with the Cancer. They are definitely working with the Cancer. I feel like there's one more person that needs to come out too. I feel like they're looking at where your Taurus is in your birth chart, because they want to know what your work ethic is like. You can't even compare work ethic that is being fueled by God's energy. You can't even compare that to an actual normal human. This is going to be an unexpected change for this person. They're not going to be expecting they're not going to be expecting you to get your wishes fulfilled and you to be loved by other people. They're expecting, it says, happening suddenly and sooner than you taught, intensity, fast, and surprise. These people will not be expecting what happens next. They also won't be expecting when you find out who these people are and you decide to bring a lawsuit to them for all of the defamation of character. They will not be expecting that. And I don't care if these people are broke. You still make them make payments to you for the rest of your life. They tried to ruin a good name. It says specifically in the Bible, do not bear false witness against your neighbor. This person has absolutely bared false witness against you. Okay. Not only that, they've tried to defame you. And so you can sue them for that. And if they don't have anything, you can sue them for what they're about to get. Evolving. I will be. I'm not going to let people just walk all over me, steal my energy, try to unalive me, and try to take my destiny. I'm not going to lay down and just die. I'm not going to lay down and just give my gifts up and my platform and the people that I care about. I'm not going to do that. This is an evolution of you as a spiritual being finally saying no to these people. They think that you're just, a piss on, literally, that you can just be walked upon. You have to show these people through standing up for yourself that you're not going to enter into another cycle with them, that you're not going to allow them in. They're them using a open door of I just heard dopamine. Them using an open door of communication to you to attack you is not what's going to happen. Okay. You have every right to be upset that somebody has tried to do this to you. But I'm going to tell you, it's not going to help you to be upset, but you have every right to it. Don't deny the way that you feel. Allow yourself to feel that way, but then know that you can choose better thoughts that align more with peace, and you can release this energy. Because holding on to a grudge is holding on to a cord that connects you to that other person. July. These people were definitely working this past July on trying to stop your evolution. Wasn't there like a full moon, like some type of astrological event happened in July that they tried to capitalize on, and it's backfired. It's backfired in a major way. In fact, it's such a bad backfire, would never do magic again. April, water your hopes and watch them start to bloom, planting, nurture, blossom. So literally, what you do this next April will bring all of this evolution into full fruition, and you're just going to continue to thrive. I don't see any stopping on your success here at all. There are many factors at play. It says timing is fragile, complex, and multifaceted now, delicate, precision, and clarity. So yeah, you just need to be really clear about getting this person out of your energy and stopping and just surrendering them to God. Because that's the best thing that could happen is you pray for your enemy and they find God and then they stop attacking you. But I doubt that's going to happen. So pray for your wishes to be fulfilled. And part of your wish fulfillment is that these people have to face up to what they've done, and they cannot leech off of you. They cannot connect to you and ride your wave. These people are not allowed to send you the evil eye or do any of that. That is over. Slow progress. It may feel like there has been slow progress to getting, it's not even getting your lick back, because there is no lick to get back. That would be holding on to vengeance. But this is just a slow progress when it comes to you standing up for yourself. I feel like now you're standing up for yourself. In the past, you didn't. This person thinks that they're better than you, and God is about to show them that they're not. It says, be patient and enjoy the journey as long as you go. Don't even worry about it. Just know it's all divine timing. So you don't have to worry about if it's going slow. The progress is still happening. Like, you're still, look at this. In March, you're going to do a manifestation technique. That's going to help with luck. Also, this Aquarius did witchcraft on March 17th of this last year. And so literally, what did I just say about manifest? That's what just flew out of the deck. This past March, we're asking that the Most High God intervene on the ritual that was done on March 17th, this past March. We're also asking that the Most High God put into motion a positive creation. It says, come out of hibernation and embrace new energy, growth, awakening, and rebirth. And then we have manifesting, sit still and move the universe around you, visualize, attract, and mindset. Then we have a Leo energy. Okay, you'll be manifesting with your heart. It says July 23rd to August 22nd, step into the spotlight, confident, ambitious, and leader. So you're manifesting this shift to occur. And it may feel like it's up in the air. The timing is uncertain, so change your approach. Fleeting wishes, adapting. So again, whatever your approach has been, if it's been to be aggressive towards these people, no. What now needs to happen is everything that they've ever done needs to be reversed, like a complete reversal. Everything that they've done from June, everything that they did to try to change your course this last June, we're changing the course right now by giving it to God. And look, these people have February and May in mind. These are the 2 months that actually January, February, and May are the months that they're going to attempt to do there's got to be some type of astrological event that's going to happen these 3 months, because these people already have it planned out to try to take you out of your Leo energy and to try to make you change your course. And this could have been, again, I pick up on past, present, and future energy. So this could have already happened. This could be in the middle of happening, or this person could be planning this to happen. Either way, you're going to protect yourself. You're going to protect yourself from it. Let's get an outcome card. October. So this may be resolved in October. It says the lines between fantasy and reality are blurred. This person every year, this Aquarius, Capricorn, and possibly a Sagittarius, they do a lot of rituals on Halloween when the veil is the thinnest. So that's the time that, you're going to be manifesting. This person, their manifestation is going to be like literally turned upside down. And these jinn that were getting this person's wishes fulfilled, now they have to answer to Allah for that. Allah make these jinn answer for what they've been doing. They're going to have to answer to Allah for that. So these people are not getting away with anything. They just thought that they got away with it. Yeah, note those months, because there's definitely an astrological event that's happening those months. These people just thought that they were going to get away with it. Doesn't mean that they actually will, though. I mean, it's a vague, very vain, very vague hope for them to get away with this. So let's do a couple of the dark confessions to see what this person wants to say to you that they're not saying, so that we can just help pin down who this person is by their intention. I feel like I think I know who they are. Says it's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. Good, because you don't want to see this person. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. This person's a liar. I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? Wow. The audacity. And trust me, these people are already suffering. They may feel like they're getting their wishes granted, but they're getting their wishes granted by jinn. And what does that mean? The jinn are going to make this person wish they never wished for whatever they're getting. Trust me. I feel abandoned by you, and it's triggering my childhood traumas. So them feeling abandoned by you is triggering their childhood traumas. So then they have to steal your life force energy and take your life from you. I don't think that the punishment doesn't fit the crime there. You walking away from things that no longer serve you is doing what God asked you to do. We are living two separate lives. This person is completely opposite than you. They are trying to compare themselves to you all the time, but there is no comparison. There really is no comparison. You cannot compete where you do not compare. This person's a evil witch, and you're a chosen one. That's like the exact opposite of each other. Rejecting you is protecting myself. I was being selfish. This person, even when you were around them, they were being rude to you. They were still rejecting you. Like just being very manipulative. They complain a lot about their life. I am embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. This person feels stupid. I don't feel like they don't feel dumb enough to stop doing what they're doing, but they do feel stupid for doing it because it's just unnecessary. It says, my pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. This person just wants revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. Trust me, this person's going to go through so much shit. They'll never get out of it. And they'll probably never repent either. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. This person is so fake. Yeah, exes. That's exactly it. Exes. Pathetic. I smile on the inside, but I'm dying on the inside. No shit. Oh, I smile on the outside, but I am dying on the inside. That's what it says. Oh my God. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. Nobody asked them to. If this person wanted to do right by you, they would leave you alone. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. So this is why they're always sending that energy to you while you sleep. We're asking God to intervene on that and return it back to them. We're not taking responsibility for this person's foolishness. I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I'm a caged bird, so this person feels trapped. I'm afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. They are very correct about that. It says, this situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. This person feels drained, but they're draining you. Make it make sense. I know what I'm doing. I play dumb to keep you confused. It says, I push you away because I don't want to take the responsibility. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. I cannot give you what you want or you deserve. I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. I know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. And I have lost faith in you and cannot see a future with you anymore. So they have to steal your life force energy and try to kill you with witchcraft. Make it make sense. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. That's these people. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I'm seeing someone, but I'm not ready for you to know about them yet. They're seeing a practitioner. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. This person's got a weird push and pull with your energy. They're very unbalanced. They feel very unbalanced and uneasy, and they don't know what to do to fix it. So that's why they're using vampirism. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. Wow, that sounds like a vampire. So yeah, I would just continue to pray, continue to stay up on your cleansing, and then note those months. It was January, February, and May. There's going to be some type of astrological thing that happens, but know that God is going to reverse this energy. And whatever these jinn, they're going to make this person wish that they never wished for anything. But yeah, this person from your past needs to stay in the past. They need to not come to the future. They're not invited. In fact, we uninvite this vampire completely from our lives. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please like this video. Please tap that notification bell. Make sure that you guys are subscribed and all that good stuff, okay? You don't want to miss out on the messages that Spirit has for you, okay? I'm giving you guys lots of love, air hugs. Peace be with you. You're going to do great, okay? Make sure you cleanse your space. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. I will not be on here tomorrow, but I will be on here most likely, depending on when I get back in town. We'll just see if it's Saturday, but I am planning for sure on Sunday. So, all right. I love you guys. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yes, I can't wait for you to be better too. And I pray that you get better, Nur Karim. Okay. Happy holidays, you guys. Bye. I'll see you in the next reading.